So what I wanted to show next was how to add an HDRI image into the scene, unless you have something to ask at this point. Okay, so then let's continue. I already downloaded an image from the HDRI Haven, and I'm going to use that. It's from somewhere around Germany. The place is called Kloppenheim. I somehow like the name, by the way, Kloppenheim. Okay, and the light is going. Trying to get some more light here, but yeah, I'm not duplicating the light, I'm duplicating the camera. Okay, great. So now that was the light. Right, let's get to the business of making the HDRI image happen. Just trying to adjust the light so that there's a little bit more light up here. To simulate the sun. Could make it into a sun, of course, with a lot less strength. But let's see. All right, so for importing the HDRI, I'll go to shading again. And this time, what I want to have is the world settings. Earlier, we were in the world settings already, but right now, they won't show up in the shading unless I change here this object to world. And now there's the world node. And I need to have one more, or actually a couple more nodes for this to work. Okay, right now you can see that there is no background at all. So I'll add with Shift and A texture called environment texture. And that's where I'm going to put the HDRI, the 360 image of the world. So open. And I think it was in the downloads. And there it is, Kloppenheim. So this is not very big as HDRIs go, but it's a JPEG, so it's a bit compressed. If it were a PNG, it would be much bigger. And now the reason why I'm not seeing anything is because I haven't connected the nodes yet. Wait for it, and there it is. Kloppenheim, apparently. And now, often this works better if you have like an inside scene and then you have this HDRI image outside so that you can see it from the window of whatever place you have modeled. But right now I'd like to have the horizon a little bit lower than what it is here in the original scene. So how do I do that? By the way, I can get more detail into the HDRI by downloading the bigger image. But right now I'm happy with this. I just want to put the horizon lower. Okay, so for that I need more nodes, and I need to put them over here. So it's called mapping, like how you put how a texture is like calculated into wherever it is. So I need a node called mapping, and there it is on the vector. This is how it looks like. And now I connect this vector node to here, to the other node where it says vector, and nothing happens. This is because I need still another node here to make things happen, and that's called texture coordinates, so that it knows what it is actually mapping. So let's see, where do I find the texture coordinates? Input, yes. And you can see that there are other things over here as well, not just the texture coordinates. Okay, and I'll take the generated and put it here into the vector. And now let's see if this works. I want to, maybe if I click here on Y, what happens? Well, this is definitely not what I want to happen, but you can see that things do happen. So let's see what happens with Z. Yes, this was exactly what I did want to happen. Now the horizon goes a little bit lower. And with X, this would go around and around. No, sorry, it doesn't. That's for the rotation. Z rotation. This is how I can make it go around. Often, if you have a sky that you have downloaded, then there might be a sun in the sky, and then when you have already some lights, you might want to put the sun into the same place where your lights are, because obviously the sun in the picture is not a real sun. Sounds stupid when I'm saying that, but yeah, it's not a real light inside Blender. Okay, but here the sun is behind clouds anyway. So yes, that's how to make an HDRI image. And I'll stop the recording.